What's up, guys, and welcome back to the last episode on the Chevy 3100. We started out by washing it to remove all the sand particles. We clayed it, we polished it, and ceramic coated it using Hydrocharge Plus. And finally, this video is going to be the nitty-gritty stuff that obviously is going to be the more intricate areas. How do you restore them, such as your white walls, and how do you restore superficial rust on your metal pieces? Before we get started in this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Let's start off by talking about me wiping down the grill using Swift Wipe waterless wash. This truck has been taking us several days to do, from polishing to ceramic coating, and obviously it has been sitting here in the garage. So even though the truck might look clean, it's always good for us just to wipe down the surface before we use any type of polish. Just like this, we can ensure we won't scratch the finish and we have a true finish once we're done. So that's why I went ahead and used Swift Wipe waterless wash. Not only that, is because I want to show you guys at home right now that just by using a quick detail spray or a waterless wash, you're not going to be removing superficial rust away from your metal pieces. To start off with, I went with light metal polish. The reason being, this truck is severely old. The metal pieces are not that tough anymore, and I do not want to install scratches or swirls on the metal pieces. Now, what's the difference between light metal polish and heavy metal polish? Heavy metal polish contains micro abrasives, while light metal polish does not contain any abrasives. It's just going to clean it, shine it, and protect it in one easy step. Now, if you do have severely oxidized metal piece that does have scratches and swirls as well, go with heavy metal polish. But in this occasion, I want something so delicate that's not going to ruin the finish of this metal piece, but restore back the shine. Now, there's different types of ways you could actually apply light metal polish. 1, you could use a dual action polisher. 2, a rotary. 3, a drill attachment. Or 4, a hand applicator. So in this occasion, instead of me using a drill or a dual action polisher, I went with a hand applicator. The grill on this 3100, 1, it's curvy. 2, it's old, and I want to take my time on this Chevy 3100. I prefer taking it step by step, using it by hand, so like this, I know exactly how the chemical is reacting. Not only that, what results I'm finishing, compared to whenever using a dual action polisher, the backing plate might be too big, the drill might be applying too much heat. Obviously, if you have dealt with metal pieces, if you do add too much pressure or too much heat, it can permanently damage it. So that's why I went with a hand applicator. Now, to start off with, all I did was grab my microfiber applicator, and I grabbed my light metal polish. I applied 2 lines on the surface. I went to blotch it out. I started working inside to side. And obviously, you guys are going to see that I was putting some type of elbow grease to remove this superficial rust on this metal piece. Now, I would rather have elbow grease involved than using a super harsh chemical on a metal surface that I do not know how it would react. So that's why I went back and forth. I applied a little bit to moderate pressure and just going back and forth, letting the product do its job. And if I did need more, I would come back and apply more and just keep going. And just after I finished rubbing it on for about like 1 minute to 2 minutes, I came back with my microfiber towel and buff off the residue. And wow, the results were there. I left you guys a 50-50 of how the truck came in versus how we achieved it using light metal polish, and the results were night and day. The shine is back, reflection's back, and I believe this truck is ready for shows. Once I was done with the grill, we moved on to different metal pieces around the truck, such as the front bumper and the rear bumper. The front bumper was severely oxidized, and by that I mean not so much about rust, but since this truck is bagged and Mr. Mustache always lays it down on the floor, the sand, the debris lands at the bottom portion of this truck, and the wind's always blowing here in California. So what ended up happening is it started doling out the metal pieces. So light metal polish not only helped me remove the superficial rust away from the finish of the metal piece, but it also helped me revive the shine back to how it once looked. Then after I did the front bumper, the grill, we went to the back. The back was also severely oxidized, and the same exact concept I did was just apply some onto my applicator, go side to side, and you guys can see the amazing results I achieved using light metal polish and my microfiber applicator pad. Once I was done there, we can't forget about the bed. Now, this is a show truck, and you guys have seen how the wood finish looks. It looks fantastic. So I went to the bed rails and just gave it a quick touch up. And obviously right there, I cannot access it with a polisher nor a drill, so that's why I went with a hand applicator method. But other than that, now that the whole entire metal pieces are completely restored on this truck, there's only one thing we're actually missing, and that was the white walls. The white walls are going to be an eye catcher. Whenever 64 Impalas, lowriders, or anybody that has white walls, the first thing you guys always see on those cars is going to be the white wall. If your shoes are thrown off, your whole outfit's going to be thrown off. So same thing as your tires. The tires were a little bit dull. They were a little bit yellowish. So that's why I went ahead and used Lightning Fast. Now, Lightning Fast is actually a stain extractor that can be used on fabric surfaces, carpets, and interior, as well as your garage, as well as your home. You could use it throughout your whole entire upholstery. You could also use that on white walls. So what I did, I paired it up with my Nifty Brush. I sprayed some onto the white wall, and I just started agitating it. I basically let the product do the most of the job, and I started rubbing all the white wall, and immediately you guys can see how I brought it back to white. So if I actually rub my fingers on here, there's no type of gun coming off onto my fingers. Now that the white wall's truly clean, this is when you get to choose whether you want to apply a dressing to it. But this tire already had Hydro Shield on it, so I didn't need to apply any more dressing. I like this look, this more natural finish to it. It's a show truck. You don't want something too shiny, especially on white walls. And just like that, I achieved amazing results on this Chevy 3100. This truck came in dirty and is leaving protected. Just kidding. It's going to hang out in our garage. But anyways, guys, if you guys want to pick up any of these products I used in today's video, you guys already know where to go, chemicalguys.com, or check out the links down below. And thank you for sharing your passion for shine with Chemical Guys. We'll see you guys next time.